same spirit with which the United States met other challenges, especially the space race, dealing with the pain and loss of the Great Depression, I now call on Americans to rally around a national energy revolution. We've lost more than 3 million manufacturing jobs over the past 10 years, and we've undermined our national security with our continued dependence on petroleum. In 1970, we imported around 24% of our oil. Today, that number is near 70%. I believe that we must invest away from oil beginning immediately. We are often fed propaganda about the silver bullet that will cure our energy crisis, such as corn ethanol. Today I'm here to tell you that corn ethanol is not the answer, and our nation must search for a portfolio that provides for our citizens well into the future of renewable energy, such as wind, solar, biomass, geothermal, tidal. But the key word here is production. Already we have created technology for alternative energy, but we've left the production to other countries, while jobs and profits go elsewhere. About my vision. How and why we need an energy revolution, and how Congress can stimulate the free market for that revolution, and then get the heck out of the way. My focus will be on the importance of energy diversification as a national security issue, how an energy solution can fuel economic growth for decades to come, and why our nation should derive responsible energy solutions that show our commitment to being a world citizen by protecting our environment and reducing poverty and world hunger. The U.S. spends more than $33 million every hour on foreign oil, and that's up from $13 million just 4 years ago. That dependence influences our energy policies and subsequently our foreign policies and economic policies. With the Trump meeting, we see the Middle East on the verge of yet another conflict. Our energy policy, living in the greatest, most powerful country in the world, should not depend on what is happening in the Persian Gulf. Nor do I want my president begging the King of Saudi Arabia to help this great republic. Freeing ourselves from this dependence is vital to our national security interests, because energy is the most vital component of nearly every sector of our economy. The robustness of our economy relies on energy prices and availability, and that is why we must develop a forward-looking energy portfolio that will carry us into the future. For the long term, however, we must reduce our dependence on oil altogether. We must demand zero petrol by 2050. To reach our goal, we must invest in alternative energy sources and energy efficiency. I support a national energy revolution modeled on President Kennedy's Apollo project to make the United States energy independent once and for all. We must commit to a smart energy policy that will serve as sound economic policy as well, creating tremendous opportunity here in the United States of America. A revolution for clean energy will create the jobs of the future while providing energy independence. With that, I propose the following. I support House Resolution 6251, the Responsible Federal Oil and Gas Lease Act of 2008. This bill makes oil and gas companies begin production on 68 million acres of federally leased land that is sitting idle. I support incentives that will make our automobile industry more competitive in hybrid technology and production. I support the research and development of cellulosic ethanol, which is more efficient to produce than corn-based ethanol. I support the government purchasing fuel-efficient vehicles for government use and offering incentives for public transportation to purchase fuel-efficient vehicles. And I support increased research and development into new technologies such as hydrogen fuel cells that can once and for all end our dependence on foreign oil. In conclusion, as we move forward, let us converse about the importance of energy policy and diversification and our need to rid our dependence off of foreign oil once and for all. Not just in the context of the price at the pump, but as a vital national security issue. Let us end our dependence on foreign oil and let our great nation push for zero petrol by 2050.